Welcome, Nuggets, to another spine-chilling episode of Burnt Chicken Nuggets Dark Adventures. Tonight, we delve into the shadowy world of Ouija boards and uncover the terrifying truth behind those who dared to contact the other side. From unexplained phenomena to ghostly apparitions. Join us as we count down the top 5 Ouija board sessions that went horribly wrong. Grab your sage, turn off the lights, and prepare yourself for a journey into the unknown. Will you dare to continue? Let's find out.
When I came home for winter break in 2018, my mom had bought a Ouija board. And this was my second interaction with the Ouija board. The first was horrible. The second one was turmoil. And I just want to post this story as a warning to anybody who needs it. If you look like me, you shouldn't need it. But I needed it, obviously. Never use a Ouija board. I think really that they only harness evil spirits. There's nothing good that ever comes from them. And I'm gonna have videos throughout this video because I got proof of everything. Okay, so the people involved were my mom, her ex-husband, and then his 2 daughters. When we ordered the board came same day. The board came quicker than we've ever seen an Amazon package arrive. This is when Amazon Prime had just come out, so we had never seen anything like this. We were like, what? Okay, so boom, now we have the board. Immediately, we're just joking around. We're playing around. We're asking stupid questions like, I'll show y'all that too. That came through was Abby. That's what she said her name was. Abby was the only one that ever came through. We tried to get other spirits to come through. It didn't. It was always Abby. And Abby really just made us laugh. It actually got us very comfortable using the Ouija board because it was just such a funny experience. We even asked her to see if she could shake her interdimensional booty cheeks like she used to be twerking. Got that on video too. 1 second.
Alright, can you show us you twerking? Wait. Everyone, one finger so everyone can see that Abby is really twerking her butt off. Twerk harder, Abby.
Now, I'm not even gonna lie. We used to think that his youngest daughter, we gonna call her Paris. We used to think she was the one moving it because we were just a little skeptical. But y'all saw our fingers move. Like every finger lifted off that planchette at one point in the end of that video. Okay, so now, just so it doesn't get too long, go to part 2. But if you're seeing this, it's already up. It's already up. Two of my family used the Ouija board and a spirit broke my mom's ankles. So this went on for about the entire week, really. We were just always playing with this Ouija board. And once we realized she could twerk, one thing that we used to do was play music. And whenever we played music, she would move the planchette to the beat, the exact beat, as if she already knew the song. And one way that I used to make sure that nobody else was controlling this was I put on an Afrobeat song. In my family, I'm the only one that listens to Afrobeats, any music coming from Africa. So I knew nobody knew this song but me. That was it for me. That was it. Nobody was moving that planchette. There was a force, a spirit moving that planchette, speaking to us, literally laughing, joking with us. Abby was sassy, okay? Abby would say things like, now we're about to get into how my mom broke her ankles. Abby used to say things like she don't like my mom because she's sleeping next to her husband. She used to say, I don't like you next to him. Sleep on the couch. Go sleep on the couch. Stop sleeping in my spot. Things like that. She would also talk about how handsome her husband was. We can call him Marvin if I ever use a name. Marvin. Marvin was the husband. She loved him. She would talk about him all the time and she hated my mom. So my mom, she started getting real sassy. Let me show y'all. This one is so bad.
Stop! Angry. Are you angry? Why? Because wearing dead. Mom! I know. But there's no way of changing that, is there?
So, number one, at that time, we did not know that when a spirit starts counting, she's trying to get off that board. We didn't know that. Number two, my mom been cussing spirits out my whole life. If she lose her keys, or if like she knows she has something and it went missing, she yelling at the ghost to get it back. Like, it wasn't too surprising, and it also wasn't too scary because nothing ever happened when she did that. This turned out to be a little different. So I would say that's when the energy changed from like, oh, we're joking, laughing, and dancing with this Ouija board spirit to, okay, she's saying some weird stuff now. Like, and yeah, my mom was getting sassy back because she was talking about she don't like my mom and to go sleep on the couch and stop sleeping next to her husband. So like, when that energy changed, we weren't even joking no more. We were like, all right, this is getting kind of weird, let's just stop. And I'm trying to remember like something specific that we were like, this is just too much now. That moment did come, but I can't remember exactly what, because we were dang near addicted for like the whole week. So now the next week's starting and my mom is getting up to go to work. She's coming down the stairs. I'm sleeping on the couch. I'm on winter vacation. And she walks out of the door and closes the door behind her. And I just hear her blood curdling scream. Like, I can't reenact it, but just... So my first assumption is that she slammed her finger in the door. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my mom is so dramatic. Why is she screaming that loud? But then seconds later, her husband comes bolting down the stairs, and I'm like, what's going on right now? I'm so confused. He opens the door. My mom is laying on the concrete with both legs overturned, like her ankles were broken, both legs overturned. And when you walk out of our apartment, she was coming out the back way. There's 3 steps you go down. She was on the bottom of the steps. We're like, what is going on? The injury was so bad. She was in so much pain. We had to call the ambulance immediately. They had to investigate the staircase to figure out, like, was the staircase wonky? Like, what really happened? She was never like okay again after that. I don't know if my mama will want her toes on the internet, so y'all can't see them, but this is what the ankle looked like. You see the other one is in the brace already, but that is black and blue and just horrible. Now, where does Abby come to play in all of this? According to my mother, when she opened that door to walk down them stairs, she felt 2 hands on her back push her out the door. She was pushed out the door and down the stairs. She said she did not fall. So yeah, that's pretty much it. My mom is still struggling with it today. She actually just got x-rays showing that her spine is being misaligned now due to walking on those injured ankles for so many years. So don't play with a Ouija board, bro.
You scared? You scared? No? I'm not scared. Alright, we ain't doing none of the TV shit. I think all that shit is fake. We just gonna ask simple ass questions. We ain't holding no fucking hands. We just gonna see what the fuck happened. We made our own fucking music.
Well, we gotta put our fingers on it?
No, ain't nobody touching it. That's phony. If there's a ghost in here, he gonna move that motherfucker by his damn self.
Well, I know you think it's cold in here too.
Don't try to scare you with the TV shit. Nobody's cold. The AC is on in the house. Don't even try. Ready. Ready. Is there anyone else in here besides us? Can you hear me?
Hold on, give it a minute.
How long we gotta fucking wait?
I hope it's not nighttime wherever you are, because this story is why I no longer touch Ouija boards. Mistakes were made. Quick disclaimer, this happened about 7 or 8 years ago when I was a dumb 17-year-old, so some of the details are a little bit fuzzy, but the important parts are floating around in there. It was a dark and stormy evening. Just kidding, it was like the middle of the day in the suburbs, and 2 of my friends asked me to come over to one of their homes because one of them had a Ouija board, but every time she used it, only one thing would come through. And that thing called itself Mama. So I was the weird, creepy friend of the group who was into tarot and supernatural ghosts and ghouls and all of that, so they invited me over so that I could try to use the board and maybe give them my input on what I thought was going on and who this Mama was. So knowing almost nothing but thinking I knew everything because I was 17, I went over to their house and we used the Ouija board. I will say, we followed all the rules and we took it very seriously. We never treated it like a joke, but I was less protected than I would like to be nowadays. So I began the session by stating we were ready and willing to communicate respectfully with any present spirits, and that if they wanted to make their presence known, they could move the planchette to yes. Almost immediately, the planchette, straight to yes. Now, if you've ever used boards before, you know that that's kind of unusual unless one of your friends is messing with you and moving it themselves. It normally takes a while to get going once you put that message out there, kind of like your matches on Tinder. But it shot straight to yes. So I followed up by asking, what is your name? And it's spelled M-A-M-A, Mama. Immediately, I got this tingly feeling that was not great, and the air felt kind of heavy and staticky. I don't know if my friends were feeling it, but I was. But they kind of had looks on their faces like they were maybe feeling it, or they were just really creeped out. The way I describe the energy is like if you've ever been around when something really bad happened, like somebody broke a bone or got hit by a car, both of which have happened right in front of me. You know, the feeling in the air is like charged electrically with a really icky feeling. It was exactly that feeling. So I started asking more questions. How old are you? How did you get here? Did you live here? Etc. And a lot of the answers I'm getting, I'm feeling kind of bullshit. I can't describe it. It was just a feeling I had. Another thing to note was that when it wasn't actively answering a question, the planchette was moving in figure eights. I then asked if any other spirits were present, and it said yes. I asked how many, and it said either 3 or 4. I don't remember the exact number, but I do remember that the answer was yes. So I said, will you let any other spirits communicate? And it immediately jumped to no. I'm sensing whatever this is extremely controlling and overbearing, and it's been lying. At some point, I was feeling a little brave, and I decided to ask, how old are you really? It paused, and the planchette slowly moved to 0. How old are you really? It paused, and the planchette slowly moved to 0. Even though I was a dumb 17-year-old, I knew that was not good. So it was time to abort mission, close session. Again, because I was stupid. I decided to continue engaging, and I said, will you let us speak to any of the other present entities? And it said, no. I said, okay, well, we're ready to close the session. Would you like to say goodbye? And it said, nope. So as if I was talking to some little kid, I said, well, if you're not gonna let us talk to anybody else, we're gonna have to say goodbye. And it just went, no, 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 no. So that's when I decided being kind and patient was not working anymore, and I needed to be stern and direct. So I stated, you have no power here. We are controlling the session, and we are ready to say goodbye. So my friend and I began to move the planchette to goodbye. And I don't know if she remembers this as vividly as I do, but I swear it felt like something was magnetically pulling against as we were pushing it towards goodbye. And I knew it was not her moving it because she looked just about as scared shitless as I was. Also, this was not the kind of friend to play pranks like that. So we had to push the planchette over the words goodbye, and we said goodbye. And the feeling kind of went. Once the staticky, icky feeling went away, I looked at my friends and I told them, this is really not good. Even though I was 17 and stupid, I knew enough to know that if something says it is 0 years old, that means it has never existed on this earth. And when it said it was 0, that was the only time I genuinely felt it was answering candidly. Also, it made me kind of want to throw up a little bit. I told my friend I thought that whatever it was really negative, potentially demonic, and that it had essentially tainted this board, that it was spoiled, that nothing else could come through because it had left a stain on this portal, essentially is what they are, and she could never use it without only that entity coming through. And I told her if she wasn't careful and she accidentally permitted it to manifest itself outside of the board, she was inviting it into her home. So my advice was to get rid of it, never use one again, and especially never ever ever take one inside of your home. And that was essentially it. She did what I told her. Years went by, I stopped thinking about it until one day I saw an article titled Zozo the Ouija Demon, also known as Mama.
Am I dealing or am I speaking with the devil right now through this Ouija board? It is not Brenda. You've just said it's Brenda. It's not Brenda, is it? Oh my God. There's actually handprints on the ceiling there, coming through. I'm absolutely crapping myself right now. I'm trying to take deep breaths. Who am I communicating? I'm losing my voice. Who am I communicating with through this board? D E My nose is bleeding right now. Oh my god. A demon, it's trying to say. I know I've got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now. The board is moving. Oh my god, right, that's it, I'm done, I'm off. I'm sorry guys, the board is moving. Oh my god, right, that's it, I'm done, I'm off. I'm sorry.
Happened when my wife and I played with the Ouija
I'm
board.
done, fuck that shit.
So we have been here for quite a while, and I just decided to like film up a little bit. So here I have this little ball here, where we're gonna have it. We're gonna ask questions so that way it can see if it can try to move it. So there has been crazy activities happening, guys. Crazy activities. So they just continue asking, right? Ready, honey?
Yeah.
This has been wild. So if you're here in the room, please give us a sign by moving something, please. Or blow the candle, move that ball over there. Or also, you can also move this as well. Communication through there, please. Show yourself by doing something happen, like make something happen that scares us, everybody, that like literally puts us on our
What the hell?
Baby, don't leave the fucking board.
Baby.
Don't leave the fucking board.
How am I supposed to not leave the fucking board?
You're not supposed to leave the board. You know what people been saying. Stop playing with me, woman. Here. Alright, well, guys, it has been crazy activities happening today. So, you ready?
Yes.
What was that?
Come on.
Okay, so, can you show yourself, can you actually, thank you for moving the ball, by the way, but can you actually start moving things, like communicate a little bit with us, and, like through this board? Is there any possible way that you could probably communicate with?
Oh my god.
Oh shit,
Nope,
baby.
No, I'm done. Fuck that shit.
Thank you for joining us on this eerie exploration of the top 5 TikTok Ouija board sessions that went horribly wrong. As the veil between our world and the unknown grows thinner, remember to be cautious when dabbling with the supernatural. If you enjoyed this descent into darkness, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all our upcoming haunting tales. Share your own chilling experiences in the comments below. Who knows what otherworldly secrets you might reveal? Until next time, keep your lights on and your salt nearby. Stay spooky, Nuggets. Special thanks to the TikTok creators whose videos were featured in this episode. Your spine-chilling content helped bring our spooky tales to life. Be sure to check out their channels and show them some love. Celeste, Omi Sola, Lori Rojas, LizEdwards TV, Meta Cowboy, CA7, Magical Poltergeist. Thank you for sharing your eerie experiences with us.